Hi, I'm Ken, and welcome to Hattie's Adventures, where you get to go on a journey, one step at a time. Alright, let's get on with today's video. So, here we are at Dendera Temple, and I'm the only one here. Our car's the only one in the car park. So I've driven about an hour south, sorry. Maybe an hour north, sorry, of Luxor to get to Dendera Temple. I was told, it's not on the tourist map, I was told that it's a very nice temple and recommended by Giselle from G Adventures, who lives in Cairo. I follow on YouTube, so we're going to go and have a look at this magnificent temple. So there we are, Dendera Temple. Yeah, what a beautiful entrance to it. It's fantastic. You can see where later on other bits are added. I'm not too sure of the time frame, but rather than build it out of sandstone, I think it's built out of mud brick. Probably more Roman time, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Alright, let's go and have a look. Amazing how they get those big plinths up on top there like that. Alright, now that we've entered the temple complex, let's have a little bit of history on it. So, it is located in Dendera, Egypt, about an hour north of Luxor. It's an ancient site dedicated primarily to the goddess Hathor, who was associated with motherhood, love and joy. The layout and architecture of the temple complex reflect a blend of religious significance, historical context and artistic expression, dating back to the Ptolemaic period around 332 BCE and continuing into the Roman period. The complex is surrounded by the Temenos Wall, which is a large outer wall which demarcates the sacred space. The wall typically features massive stone gates that lead into the complex. It's massive big temples they built. So here we are at the main temple structure, known as the Temple of Hathor. Is notable for its grand design and features a large hipper-style hall supported by intricately carved columns, each adorned with depictions of the goddess Hathor and various symbols associated with her worship. These columns are most prominent being the Hathor-headed columns, which are shaped like the goddess's head and feature floral motifs. The columns are often adorned with intricate carvings and hieroglyphs. The ceiling reliefs in the interior ceiling are richly decorated with beautiful astronomical scenes, including representations of the zodiac. Giselle from G Adventures from Cairo said Dendera was worth coming to. She was right. Have a look at this. Wow, this is absolutely amazing. can see where a lot of the hieroglyphs have been damaged. Absolutely amazing. When you go to the tombs, you see the king's tombs, how good they are and the different levels they're at. But when you come to temples, they all seem just fantastic. It's a pity a lot in this temple appears that a lot of the hieroglyphs you can see have been chipped at and damaged, even right up high. The inner sanctum or sanctuary was believed to be the dwelling place of the deity. This area, often small, dark, and housed a statue of the goddess, visited only by priests. The temple consists of several halls and chambers, including the main hypostyle hall, which served as a gathering space for worshippers and priests, and was often used for rituals. Walls throughout the temple complex adorned with vibrant reliefs and inscriptions. These depict scenes of offerings, ceremonial activities, and mythological stories, providing insight into an ancient Egyptian life and beliefs. Okay, part of an advantage of being the only person in the temple, you get to have the opportunity to go to parts of the temple that are closed off to the public. So what you can't see is I have a guy following me, known as a guardian, and for a small fee he will take you to places where the public can't go. So he took me through, as you can see, through this very narrow, like a tunnel type thing or an access way, and where we're going is to the top of the temple, which is somewhere where you very rarely get to go or at all. Up at the top of the temple, remembering this is the temple of Hathor, the goddess of love and joy and birth, there is a couple of special rooms up the top that are not available for the public to go to or see. Keep watching, because that's where we go. There's the Nile.
Baby. Itself. Baby.
A baby.
Sorry, what? Hello?
Where we are now is up on top of the temple. And these rooms are birthing rooms, which are very sacred to the religious beliefs of the Egyptians. They're particularly famous for their elaborate decoration and symbolism. They're thought to depict scenes associated with the birth of the Egyptian god Horus and possibly the divine aspects of motherhood. The walls of these rooms feature reliefs and inscriptions that may convey the themes of birth and rebirth, which are vital elements in the ancient Egyptian religion. I think this is sort of depicting childbirth. I think. It's hardly, you can feel air going right down there. Up through there. You can feel the cool air. I think this has all got to do with childbirth. Here we are in the most famous of the birthing rooms, which is known for its well-preserved reliefs depicting the goddess giving birth to Horus, highlighting the divine connection between deities and the pharaohs. The imagery of these birth rooms underscores the reverence, fertility, and the cycles of life. It's sort of high up on the...
Watermelon. Hello? Watermelon.
Ah, water, yeah. Let the water out.
Hello?
Not too sure what he's telling me, but it's quite high up in the temple at the moment. Sort of get here, yeah, I'll have a look over the edge just to see how high up I am. That there, I'm pretty sure, is the back of the entrance to the temple.
Roma. 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 Roma.
Sure he's going to want some reimbursement at some stage. Not too sure what it is, but this is very similar to the other one we're in. The hieroglyphs are just millions of them. Thank you. So, it's not too often in these temples you get to get up on top, like I just did. Usually you're just down on the bottom floor, and there's gates or doors that close you from going up on top. But my friend here today, I'm the only one here, so he opened the door for me and took me up through the stairs, and now I'm going back down. To let me get up on top of the temple and get some shots from up on top, which was quite good. I enjoyed that. I don't mind paying bishish if you get value for it. He showed me some things which I didn't really understand, I must admit. Doesn't matter. But I did get to go up on top of the temple, which is the first time I've been able to do that. And I would say if there was a lot of tourists here, you probably wouldn't be able to. But anyway, that was quite good. I enjoyed that. And thank you to him for that. Now I'm back down. So yes, quite impressive. Look like a sarcophagus. So, for the last hour, I've had the whole temple to myself. There's about 20-30 people turning up there, that's fine. But I've just had that whole temple to myself. To me, Dendera, probably Edfu was good. That's probably nearly the pick of the temples for me. I know I still got Karnak, the biggest temple in Egypt, and Luxor to go, but that is, and I don't mean on size, I just mean on the amount of hieroglyphs. Some still with their colour there. Yeah, some are damaged, but I don't know, I think there's a thing when you enter one of these temples and you're the only one in there. It just gives a whole different perspective. There's no one else talking. There's no noise. Yeah, I think that's the difference when you enter these temples and you're the only one. It's just awe-inspiring, to say the least. Fortunately, or unfortunately, it's time to move on. We've got to head back to Luxor on our way. I just want, just in closing, something I thought of earlier. These temples, it's not just the temple inside. You find so much more off to the sideline. It could be artifacts, ruins that have broken or fallen or they found in the temple, and they pull them all out and lay them out in the forecourts or at the entrances or stuff like that. So that, you know, sometimes you just got to stop and have a look at what's around. What would be excellent it would be if you could have 4 hours here and it wasn't 40 degrees, that you could spend that time looking at the almost individual artifacts. But time is of the essence. All I can say is Dendera Temple was fantastic. Put it on your bucket list. You have to come up here. It's not a tourist destination. It's an hour, what do I say, north of Luxor. Yeah, north of Luxor. Make it a choice, and don't miss Dendera.